Alright, you guys, today is payday. It is the 7th of January and I got paid, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my cash stuffing of my savings. So, one thing to note is that I don't use real money to do so. I believe in basically no cash. I don't ever use cash to buy anything. I use credit for everything. And the reason for that is because you get some pretty good rewards on some credit cards and you're able to reap the benefits of those rewards and you don't have to carry cash around. So that being said, this is fake cash. I just like to use it for a placeholder just because I'm a very visual person. So just keep that in mind while I go through this. Also, forgive me as I have a cold, so I may sound a little strange, but please just bear with me. Alright, so let's just review some of my goals here. So I want to save $50 for Smile Direct, $25 for vacation, $25 for birthdays and Christmas, and $100 goes into my savings, my actual savings. So right here in cash is the amount that I got paid, and I always set aside half of my rent and half of my car bill each paycheck, so that way I have the money in my account when that payday comes. So half of my rent is $420. So that's $1, $2, $3, $4, $20. So this amount is staying in my checking account. So I'm going to put that aside. And then half of my car bill is $130. So $120, $30, that's also going to stay in my checking account. So this is the amount that I have left to work with. And now I spent a lot this past month before I started doing this whole savings and budgeting challenge. So my credit card bill, I'm just gonna be real with you guys, it's $1,200 right now, and I have the money to pay it, but I wanna keep this amount set aside for my rent and my car bill. So what I did, I put $400, I paid $400 of that. I paid $400 of that credit card bill. So that brought it down to that $800 amount. So I'm just gonna set this aside as well because I did pay that on my banking. So essentially this is all that we have to work with. So there's 100, 200, 300, 400, and $530. So there's $530 here that I actually have to work with. And just for a little insight for you guys, I pay all of our bills in my household, so our utility bills, the rent, anything that is joint between me and my boyfriend, I pay, and he'll pay me for half of them. So I always collect the money from him on the 20th, and this month my electric bill was actually due on the 19th. So I just went ahead and paid that as well, and that was $110. So there's $110 that is paid. Granted, I'm going to be collecting half of that from him, but I don't have that money right now. So now we're actually down to, oh, I should have counted this differently. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. So again, because of that credit card bill being so high, I do want to keep most of my money in my checking account so I have that money to pay my credit card bill when it comes due. My credit card bill is due on the 16th, and right now it says that there's nothing due, but my statement balance will hit on the 22nd. So I just kind of want to keep a decent amount of money in my checking account so I can pay that credit card bill when it actually is due. So for this month, or this paycheck, I should say, all I did was put money into these 4 funds that I set a goal for. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my cash envelope. So everything that's in here adds up to the total amount that I have in my savings account. So this number plus that number plus that number and so on adds up to the total amount that I see in my my savings account. But I have a really big problem where I see that savings amount and I'm like, oh, yes, I have all this money in my account. I can spend it, right? So instead of me looking at that balance, I always open this up and I'm like, okay, I have about $2,800 in my savings. So that stops me from like overspending and overthinking that I have a bunch of money saved up when I don't. So I'm just going to take you through all my different envelopes that I have. So I have a savings envelope, which is how much I actually have saved. I have a vacation fund because I am going to be going on vacation with my best friend here soon. And then my birthdays and Christmas fund. My repairs fund, so this would be for my car because my boyfriend and I rent our house, so we don't pay for any repairs, so we don't have to worry about that. This is specifically for my car. And then a clothes fund. And then recently I turned this miscellaneous fund into my teeth fund, which is for my Smile Direct, which I'm going to be trying to save up for. So that being said, I went ahead and I allocated a really small amount, guys. I only did $150 into these sinking funds because of my credit card bill being so high. And I want to pay it in full. I don't want to have to worry about any interest or anything. I just want to pay it in full. So today, this date is all wanky because I clearly cannot write, but this is supposed to say today's date. So I put $50 into this fund. So my savings is at $2,799. And then I put 25 into my vacation fund, so it hit 500, and I have a goal of 1,000. So again, guys, I'm just very visual. So yes, this is not real money. We all know that, but I do like to do this for my own, I just like to have it. It's just fun to just count the money. So there's 500 in this vacation fund, which is awesome. I started saving in August and I'm at 500. So once I hit that goal, I might save a little bit more, but that's just kind of what I'm aiming for right now. Birthdays and Christmas, I did have a goal right here to put 25 into it. Oh, and same with vacation. I had a goal of putting 25. So I did 25 into vacation and only 20 into my birthdays and Christmas because I just wanted to bring it to a round number of 350. So I'm going to make sure that there's 350 in this envelope, and we've got 330. So I'm just going to make it 350. So 350 in my birthdays and Christmas fund. So yeah, guys, this is kind of like a way to do it if you don't use cash. Like, I don't use cash, so I kind of manage it, you know, online. I look at my balance and I just kind of break it up into different categories. I know a lot of people don't use cash and they do want to build their credit, so this is a good way to do it. And then Another goal that I had was to save $50 for Smile Direct, and I put 50 in here, so I'm at $225, and that's $2,000 up front to pay for that. So $225, we're gonna do 150, 70, 90, 100. What am I supposed to be at? 225. Okay, so 150, 70, 90, 100. So that's 2, and then 20 and 5. So that puts us at 225 in here. So again, yeah, it's $2,000 in upfront costs. I don't want to make monthly payments on it because of interest. So I just want to pay for it. I want to get them fixed with Smile Direct. So that all being said, let's look at our goals. So Smile Direct, we did put in the 50. So I'm going to put a check mark next to this. Vacation, we did put in 25, and birthdays and Christmas, we also put in 25. And savings, we only put in 50, but we do have another paycheck this month, which I can get it back up to that 100. So my checklist, trying to stay on track here. My credit card bill, I will be paying once it hits the statement balance. And then my student loans, I did pay 150 of the remaining amount of money that I had left over. So I paid 150 on my student loans. Again, I mentioned that I paid one of our utility bills. And then my insurance and phone bill, I pay at the end of the month. So I do have money left over, but that is because of my hefty credit card bill. And I need to just keep the money in my checking so I can save up for that. So that being said, this is my cash envelope stuffing video. Sorry, it was not that great this time because of my situation. I spent a lot of money with Christmas and different things that went on in December. So just gonna try to get ahead and stay on top of things. That is the cash stuffing envelope video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe. It does help out YouTubers a lot. It would really mean a lot to me, and feel free to comment any questions you may have. Always willing to discuss finances with anybody. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.